Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Switch to Movies. I'm your host Gurujot Singh, and we are here to discuss the movie review of the newly released Creed 3 that stars Michael B. Jordan and Jonathon Majors. So let's get started. Well, there are many franchises in the history of cinema that go a long way back and that have developed a fondness between these long leagues of stories and its beloved audiences and have found a way to pave way for a new set of stories that originates from its parent franchises and is able to keep its audiences engaged and enthralled. Right from the Bond movies that commenced with the Sean Connery starrer Dr. No and have paved the way for the franchise to continue its long legacy of a spy thriller that has been an epitome of style and panache, the studio behind these franchises have managed to capture the hearts and minds of its audiences by molding the stories to fit it with modern times and replacing its actors to breathe a fresh air into these franchises. Right from Sherlock Holmes to the James Bond franchise to the 2-decade-old mega phenomena of Harry Potter has also seen this transition, with the story paving its way for the new set of characters, one of them by the name of Newt Scamander, and tells the story of his magical creatures and the dark political environment of its time, where Gellert Grindelwald is persistent on creating a pure-blood magical world. The creators and producers of these franchises have been able to keep the stories alive by reinventing the course of their action towards these already successful stories and creating a way for a new set of characters to take the center stage of a world that was previously dominated by other set of legendary characters and made these franchises a huge global phenomenon. One such magnificent franchise that goes 47 years back and made a man by the name of Sylvester Stallone, who was both broke and could barely make his ends meet, an overnight global phenomena, and Rocky was a huge blockbuster hit of its time, and Rocky Balboa, the Italian stallion, was a household name in a matter of no time. Rocky won the Best Picture at the 1977 Academy Awards, and it was there and then that it was clear to the entire world that Sylvester Stallone was a name that was here to stay and rule for a very long time. The Rocky franchise, which has now entertained us for over 4 decades, has now successfully diverged itself into yet another compelling franchise that no doubt originates from Rocky's world, but it has in no time created a world of its own while intersecting its storyline to its parent cinematic world. This compelling new franchise by the name of Creed tells the story of Apollo Creed's son and how he is able to carry out the legacy of the legendary fighter that gave Balboa the shot of a lifetime, and how he defies odds to make a name on his own as a fighter and inner turmoils he dealt with to become the heavyweight champion of the world after losing out on his chance after getting a title shot from the heavyweight champion of the world named Ricky Conlan. This hugely impressive sports drama has successfully enriched the minds of both the older and younger audiences in a matter of no time, and after the huge commercial and critical success of the first 2 installments of the franchise, Michael B. Jordan steps into the shoes of the director to present us a darker tone of his characters in the newly released Creed 3 that opens up with the flashback of younger days of Adnoi's Creed, where he quietly slickles out of his home to join his favorite buddy Dame, whose adult version is played by the stupendous Jonathon Majors, and both friends find themselves in trouble while drinking their younger days after Damien successfully punches a knockout and is the best fighter in the town to be reckoned with. The story cuts to 15 years later in South Africa, where Adnois is fighting the final fight of his life against Ricky Conlan and is trying to defend his hard-earned heavyweight title. After comforting in retirement and spending time with his daughter and wife Bianca, played by Tessa Thompson, Adnois is now helping Duke, played by Wood Harris, to train the next generation of fighters to get in the ring and throw a bunch of strategic blows to claim the big prize that is the ultimate goal of every fighter, that is drawing blood and sweat day and night so that he is able to carry home the worthy prize. After spending 18 years in prison, the protagonist's old buddy returns to the scene and asks his old buddy for an autograph while stylishly laying out on his old pal's car It is when the old buddy addresses him as Omi that the two embrace, and Damien, after a series of meetings with the noise, requests his old friend to get him a shot for the title, which the protagonist somehow manages him to get one. Now, the third installment of the franchise takes a contrastingly darker tone than the one Rocky franchise has been known for. It takes you through a ride where you see the protagonist go through a void when he realizes that what has he landed himself in, and confesses to his wife about his horrific past, that he was trying to sew and mend or what was broken but has accidentally made matters worse. Nonetheless, Michael B. Jordan, who marks his directorial debut with Creed 3, manages the dark mood and gives it an artistic shape that one really has to stand and applaud for here. You do miss the old man Rocky Balboa here, who for the first time does not make an appearance in the recent installment of the franchise, but the story does leave a room for him to make a comeback and fill his shoes of the Italian stallion, with Creed now fulfilled in his ambitions and looks forward to live a peaceful and a happy family life where he carries with himself the heavyweight title of the world and a whole bunch of future to look forward to. I'm going with 3.5 stars out of 5 and a huge thumbs up for Creed 3. If the times around the protagonist have become darker, he has punched his way through the darkness and proved that that's what champions are made of. Don't miss it.
The higher you get, the harder it gets. That's life.
Because this is a war. It's a fight, it's a battle.
So, how long have you known each other?